A note with albizia flowers, some water lily flowers, and the angry birds from the game. Um, a note on the Great Escape, a film that would be impossible to make today because it has a cast, stellar cast, and even if mega productions would reach um, and pass the threshold of $200 million, I don't know where they are now. Maybe that's 300 to produce a film which you expect to bring 500, make 500 at the box office. More Iron Man, Avengers, and whatnot. Not to mention Avatar, Titanic, a record at the box office. So even with these huge production costs, you wouldn't be able to get working on the same project, let's say Johnny Depp, Robert Downey Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio, and the others, creme de la creme. Unless, well, Steven Soderbergh, speaking of more recent times, could do something extraordinary in the Ocean 11 and the sequels, because I think I've read that they agreed to share in the profits. So there may be a way, and not burden and stamina. And make the production impossible with huge initial costs. Anyway, returning, we have all the best here with Richard Attenborough, Donald Pleasance, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, to mention just a few. I think if we are to read the whole cast, it would take more than the about 6 minutes that I more or less allocate to these notes. And extraordinary cast, which makes the film worthwhile. The idea of the film is also interesting. We're talking prisoners of war in the Second World War. Allied prisoners of war in Nazi German camps. Some of them die trying to escape. And și tu mai lasă-mă că mă enervez. And there are abuses, of course, but it's a wonderful film. In that it shows what people can do. It's a tribute to heroism, patriotism, camaraderie, role models, good people versus the bad guys, the Germans. It's a tribute to resilience, intelligence, creativity, intrepid people, at times ready to sacrifice for another. I'm thinking the character of Steve McQueen, who is one of the heroes, but a Superman, an Ubermensch in his own right. Mă potolește că nu mai am nimic. And he can escape on his own, but he's asked by the committee organizing and working on these tunnels to achieve an astonishing victory, that is to have a few hundred people escape, not one, not 10 or a few tens, but hundreds. So he's asked by the committee, led by Richard Attenborough, to go out and return, let himself be caught, to return to give them information. Where's the forest, how long to the railway station, where is it, conditions. Are you really asking what I'm? So in the first place, he's thinking, how can I? You ask me to sacrifice myself, and it's preposterous. No, but then one of the people he knows and is a mate and he close to in the camp dies because he sees he feels depressed. There's no way out, so he's going to the barbed wire, and the Germans shoot him in a cruel manner because he wasn't going to escape. It would have been easier to just get him. Anyway, so the hero, portrayed by Steve McQueen, goes out and does exactly what he was asked to do. That is, collects information, gets caught, and then sent to the isolation. Ia mai lasă-mă în pace. And there's a character of Charles Bronson. That's an interesting apparition. Charles Bronson with his Death Wish and other roles. An actor for me in the lineup, including Stallone, Schwarzenegger. I don't see them as really gifted actors, but maybe I'm wrong. Here, he is the one. He is the one working on the tunnel, even if he has a fear, a phobia, a fear of enclosed spaces. Wonderful, extraordinary film.